In this video, guys, we'll be looking at how we painted these lovely four. Let's roll intro. Right, hi everyone. Okay, so this is, I do believe, episode 3. So we've done the intro and then we've done the Let's Make. So I think this is episode 3, part 3, whichever one. So what we're going to be painting in this one is we're going to be painting, what's their names? Yeah, this is very well prepared, as you can tell. So this guy is called, everyone's probably screaming the name at me, the Plage Caster. What's it called? The Malignant Plage Caster. So we're going to be painting him. So what I've decided to do is paint a special character along with just 2 normal Death Guard Marines in each episode. So there's 9 in total. So in the last one I'll be painting Typhus. And in the next one I'll be painting, what's his name? The Blightbringer. So this one I'm just going to be painting. I'm not going to be taking you through the whole paint scheme. If I do anything different to what I did in my how to paint Death Guard video, I will try and put a link. I will put a link in the description. I will try and leave an annotation, but as I say, I'm new to this, so if I can't do it, it won't be there. But if I can, you'll see it pop up. So I'll leave a link to, so this is what they should turn out. Now, I've been doing some thinking and looking over my notes and things of colour schemes for this model I painted, which was a quick model. Now obviously I didn't think that I'd be doing a whole army, because I just decided it and just thought I'd paint it. So I want to make a bit more detail in some of them. So where I've done quick things on this one, so I've done the Balthazar gold, then I've just washed it and then put a highlight of, I think it's Liberator gold, I do believe. Let me just check. No, I don't think I'll put any highlight black on that one. There must be a highlight, but I can't remember what it is. And for instance, with the green, where I did the Death Guard, then I did the wash, and then I just dry washed it back with Death Guard, and then a light Owen camo. I think I'm going to also use Elysian green in there somewhere, in terms of the mid-tone between the Death Guard green and the Ogren, just to give it a bit more. But everything else is pretty much the same. The black areas, I'm going to give them a bit more highlights. I'm probably going to dry brush them first with the Eshin Grey and then do a lighter dry brush of the Administratum. So it just goes up to a lighter grey and then wash them just to bring that colour back down. Apart from that, bone colour. Now the bone, I'm going to try to dry brush it a bit more because it's a bit dark, as you can see. There's areas where it's very, very dark. Just try to bring that more up to a bone colour. But everything else, and obviously if I come across anything that I haven't painted yet, I will. So obviously coming up to his stick, I won't have a colour scheme for that. And the cloud, and I'm thinking with that cloud doing either celestial grey or a white base coat with either a Thonian camo shade wash or a Biltang green wash, or Coley, I think it's Colean green shade. I think, did I say that already? But Colean green shade, just to give it that greenish, nerglish look. But yeah, apart from that, I think everything else, once we get to it, and the wings, I think again I'm going to either paint them in the Celestial Grey and do a purple wash to keep with the theme of the purple and green, because I've done the hair in there purple, so I want to integrate a bit of purple in there as well. But yeah, so what I'll do is I'm just going to continue how I do with this guy, how I did. I'm not going to go through every single, I'm not going to have no speeded up parts or anything like that, so I just want to keep the video short. So once I hit something that I haven't come across, then I'll run through it and how I paint it and things like that, and I'll just keep you updated as I go through this video. And then to see how they're coming on, because obviously they've got capes and things for him. Oh, a bit bad there. Capes and things for this guy. He's got obviously some kind of, I think it's wood, either horn or wood growth out of his head. But yeah, as I come to those kind of things, then I'll come back to you guys. Okay, thanks guys. I'll keep you updated and hope you enjoy. Okay guys, just want to do a quick update of where I'm at with these at the moment. So, got most of the base colours on. Now with the Elysian green, I didn't go for it, so just my normal Death Guard, then a dry brush of the Gaurd camo. So I've painted. Now I've got, obviously you can see I've got to do another layer on the cloak, but chainmail's painted, the skull's painted, all tentacles are painted. They just need a wash and a little dry brush. I've started to paint the spikes and everything. Now I think the jetpack started to turn out quite well. Main tube parts, other bits are going to be black. It just needs a lot of the washes just need putting on now. Gun, just getting there. Gun needs to be done. Chainmail's done. Painted all into individual bolts. Just need a couple of touch-ups. In terms of that, that's not really too close at the moment. I haven't really done much on that one at the moment. The third one, what I'm currently painting, is about the same level. So I've painted his brown screamer and everything, but I'm just focusing on these two at the moment. So what I've done with him is I opted for the robes and cloaks to be a more lighter colour. So I'm going to paint these Rakoth flesh, then I'll wash them with Rakoth flesh shade, then dry brush them back up with Rakoth flesh, and then give a small highlight with a dry brush of Screaming Skull. I've done tests for it and it has turned out quite well, in all fairness. I think I'm just going to wash this with Agrax Thirst shade, dry brush it back up again, and give it a fine dry brush of maybe yellowish sand colour, just to pick out some of the, maybe either Xandri dust or something along those, maybe the Tau Light Ochre, just to give it a bit of a highlight. Now for the smoke, what I did is, I don't think I'm going to leave it this colour. I'm going to test it with, so all this was just the black base coat. I dry brushed it Celestial Grey, and then gave it another dry brush of White Scar, just to really brighten up the highlights. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a wash of Coalia Green shade and see how that turns out. If it doesn't turn out right, I'll paint it back black and test something else. Now the spikes, all I did for these, now I like them instead of, so they start off just the Rhinox hide, which you can see there, and then they go to that, which is just Rhinox hide, dry brushed with Rakoth flesh, and then just a very thin wash of Agrax Earth shade, just to bring them back down to just fade highlight for that. I haven't painted any of the skin yet or anything like that, but happy with them so far. Anything else I come across, so I'll update you what happens with the smoke, see if it goes bad or good or bad. I'll see what happens with that. Then I've got washes to put on and things. Yeah, so I've been working on this as much as I can. I haven't really had a lot of time lately, but try and get these finished and get this video up for you guys. Okay, catch you when it's next update, guys. Okay, and whoosh, just like that, we're in the future. So Did say I was going to do updates, but I've just gone ahead and just completed them, and I'll just talk you through them. So let's go. Now the gun is just black. In focus, is just black with an administratum grey dry brush. What's not focusing? Skulls are just black earth flesh and a aggro third shade wash. In focus. No, I'm quite happy with the cloaks. Now the sword, if you can see, there's a bit of green running down the middle there. All I did was painted this lead belcher, then put a watered down, bit of a watered down moot green through the middle, then washed over it with black. Tentacles just washed over with the red wash, which is Gaurd crimson, then a dry brush of Screamer pink. That's pretty much him. It's just not focusing. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Wobbly camera. So that's him. That's number one. Then we've got this guy. Now he's got a bit of a plasma. Now with the plasma, all I did is I started with moot green, base colour. Then I washed it with a Beltan green. Then what I did is on my palette, I can do a video of this as well at a later time when I do plasmas. But on my palette, I got the moot green. So I got the moot green, little drop of that, and a little dab of Ural yellow. Then put a layer back over, just a kind of overbrush. So get some paint on your brush, take a little bit off, overbrushed over the top of that. See if I can get this back in focus. Sorry about the wobbly cam, guys. Overbrushed back over that, then mixed a little bit of yellow in and done a little thinner line down the middle, mixed a bit more yellow in down the middle again until I got to the point where it was nearly pure yellow. And then what I did is I took the yellow wash over it, Casadora yellow, over all of it, and it kind of turned out quite nice. It's got a little bit of a glow to it, not too much. And then his eye painted just with red. Same on the cloak again, and the sword again, because obviously these guys have got the same bodies. So that's pretty much how these guys turned out. And then, now, I did do a video on him, on this guy previously, so you will see how he turned out. But the Collier green shade, you can't really see it, that's the problem. But I do like the dry brush of on the tentacles. The wings, I do think turned out quite nicely with the white and then the purple wash and then dry brushing back up through the layers. But yeah, do a bit of a darker wash over that, and then the cloth and tan. But yeah, really happy with how these guys turned out. So just bring this back into focus. There we go. So that's now 4. Now the first one, I do believe these ones have turned out a lot better than this first one. Not too sure what I did different too much. I think it's just a more harsher dry brush with the Alban Camo bringing out the edges. So it's still good. I do still like this model, but I do think now of refining the technique a little bit more, they are turning out a little bit better. Yeah, literally this whole colour scheme I've done with dry brushing and washes. That's it. So if you can see the gun, it's all just dry brushed and then just washed back over with a black wash. That's just the Balthazar Gold. This is just over brushing, so it's just a heavier dry brush really. All the bone is done with dry brush and then a wash over it. This is all dry brushed. There's no layering. It's pretty quick, to be fair. Obviously just with all the different colours on it, it just take a little bit of time, but managed to get these guys done. Obviously we're working things, so these guys took me about couple of evenings, 2 or 3 evenings, just to get them fully done. But yeah, thanks guys, and I'll update you. So then we'll be doing the video on probably looking to get the rest completed and get this unit shown off, and then go on to the Lord of Contagion, and then a nice video on building the blight drone. So yeah, thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Okay, thanks for watching that video guys. So over there to the left side of the screen you'll see a little symbol. If you do like these videos, please like and subscribe. Click that to subscribe, that little symbol there. Now over to the right hand side of the screen you'll see a link to one of my other videos in my series that's on my channel. Thanks again guys. Hope you like this video, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.